Hey everybody, it's -67 for BoLS here at the Lone Wolf Independent Grand Tournament. It is 8 a.m. As usual, it is early and terrible, but we'll see what today will bring. We've got 3 or 4 people here playing today. This is Imaddj, hanging out with his feds. We'll be playing my Lizardman today. This is Frank. Frank will be playing my vampires. And I'll be playing some Empire today, so we'll walk you through the tournament, get an interview with the guy, and hope to continue to show you guys what these IGTs are about and why you should go to them. We'll check with you later. Oh, and
hey everybody, this is -67 from Bell Lost Souls here at the Lone Wolf IGT. You can hear our wall starting out. We got 80 some odd players today, and I'll have an interview with the creator today. It's my first round. Today I'll be playing my new Empire army, which some of you pointed out. Thank you for the mold line cleaning. So we figured that out. This is my first round opponent.
Alan Carpenter.
Alan Carpenter, where are you from, Alan?
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge? Alright, he's been playing Wood Elves today. Tell us what you got, Alan.
I've got 3 units of Blade Guard, 3 units of 8 Dryads, a Tree Man, 3 Tree Cannon, some Wild Riders, and my Lord is a War Dancer.
Awesome, so we're going to have Wood Elves versus Empire today, so we'll see, we'll come back to you guys after setup, and we'll see where the game is. Here we've set up here, and I've won the role to go first, but before we go, I've set up in a nice long Empire line, my cannon anchoring the left flank with some knights, big ass line of crossbowmen, 2 big blocks of spearmen, and the outriders up on the hill where that belongs to Steam Tank. He's also kind of opposed me in a skirmishy wood elfy way, but he has no wood, so what is he even doing here? Nobody knows. So Empire rocks, and we'll see at the bottom. Here at the Empire turn 1, I've advanced my knights and kind of advanced my right flank including my Steam Tank. My magic phase is very good. I wiped out a unit of Dryads, left one of his characters on his own. I shot both my cannons, did 2 wounds to a treeman, 2 wounds to a treekin, 4 wounds to a treeman, and killed a Dryad on the way. Used my Ring of Volans, but overall it's a very good turn. So Empire continues to rock, and we'll see what he advanced in a long general line, shot a couple of my crossbowmen here. He Halo Doom arrowed the Outriders, but due to my douchiness, I managed to keep one alive. His turn, I passed on my panic. Empire continues to rock, and we'll see what my turn. Here at the bottom of my turn 2, I had a very successful magic and shooting phase again. I wiped out pretty much another unit of Dryads and beat up another unit of War Dancers pretty badly. I did another wound to the Treeman with a cannon, but the crossbows were unable to finish it off. My knights charged into the Treekin, blew them apart. Priest took a wound in return, but ran far enough to not get countercharged. We'll see what he will have to do on his turn, so we will check back after the Empire. Right into his turn 2. His right flank decided to ignore my knights and continue forward through the terrain. His Treeman tried to shoot my knights to no effect. His archers shot over at my poor little detachment of crossbowmen, killing 3 of them, but they decided to hang out because they're badasses. He's decided to block my Steam Tank with his remaining Dryad, and has just kind of settled in to try to get into my lines. So we'll see what happens in my turn 3. Empire's here at the bottom of my turn 3. My Steam Tank charged that last remaining Dryad. My cannons finally finished off the Treeman. Forgot to move my knights because I'm new to this army. My magic phase didn't do anything for the first time in a long time. So, but nothing misfired, and I killed some more of his War Dancers with archers, and we will see how he recovers from Empire. Here on his turn 3, he finally killed off a unit of crossbowmen in the center, and he finally finished off the Outriders and the Wizard. He killed 1 knight, so we're actually getting some bloody combat going on now, and we'll see how I will pick him out of my lines. Okay, here at my turn 4, my magic didn't do anything this turn, but I finally got the last scroll off of him. I grape shot it and killed 3 guys and put a wound on his character, and grape shot it over here and killed 3 Wild Riders. My knights turned around, my Steam Tank finished off some more War Dancers he put in front of me, and my Hellblaster shot 16 shots into Altar Kindred, totally murdering it. Empire continues to rock. We'll see what he does on his turn. His turn 4, we finally got some combat. His Dryads charged into my cannon, killed 1 guy, and I killed 1 back in the most hilarious combat ever. His Wild Riders got revenge for my Strength 10 grape shot and killed the cannon over there. And his remaining Dryads charged into my Spearmen, where I killed the last Dryad. Last War Dancer. And his War Dancer Lord killed 4 guys, I killed 1, but I won combat, but he rolled a 3. So we will continue on and see what I can do with the Rocket Empire. Here at the bottom of his turn 5, his Wild Riders have moved off to the side to try to get some last points of the turn. His Ranch Wraith and Dryads killed the cannon, then moved into the side of my Spearmen, where they're ongoing fight with the War Dancers. He challenged with the Ranch Wraith. My Van Horstone Speculum Lord killed him, and now it's just down to his Highborn over there. We did some more moving around, shot another crewman off the Hellblaster. Now it'll be turn 6, and we'll see what we can finish this off. Top of my turn 6, my Steam Tank Runever did a steam gun hit, killed some guys and shot some more archers, made him panic. this fight continued. My wizard miscast and did a wound and made him fail his ward save. And we just did some moving around, so we'll see. Here at the end of the game, he finally killed my wizard lord in combat, but I held. He killed some crossbowmen, but his archers in the corner didn't rally. So in the end, it's a 16-point victory plus the objective. So I got full points on this one. So we'll see. We're back in round 2. This is my opponent,
Roger Lopez.
Where are you from, Roger?
Houston, Texas.
We're playing Dark Elves today.
Yep.
Tell us what you got in your army here.
What do we got? We got some Harpies, Bolt Thrower, Unit of Dark Riders, level 4 Pegasus, level 4 Sorceress on Pegasus, Hydra, Unit of Cold Ones, 14 Blackguard, Unit of Spearmen, Bolt Thrower, the Lone Ranger, Unit of Bowman with a level 2, and another Unit of Harpies.
In this scenario, we both have a Lone Ranger character who runs around with a repeater pistol trying to get the objective, which is causing more wounds than the other Lone Ranger. So that's why if you see 2 little lone cavalry guys running around, that's what's going on. I've again deployed a very long Empire line because my army is gigantic and it takes up a lot of room. And he's also deployed in this very similar line, very little separating us, so it'll get bloody pretty fast. Empire rocks, and we will see. All right, after my first turn, I got to go first. My knights ran up the flank. Outriders positioned themselves. Steam tank ran in the middle. Crossbows did a lot of stuff. Did magic, wiped out a whole unit of crossbowmen. Misjudged the Ring of Hotep range against his Hydra with an irresistible Flagration of Doom, but luckily it let him cast a spell which he couldn't target anything because everything was out of range or couldn't see. So it was a very good roll. We'll see what he does on his turn. Empire. His turn 2, he moved forward. There was a lot of flurry for nothing dying. It was just a lot of movement and magic, and no one cared. So we'll see what happens. All right, I took a risk and plowed the steam tank into his guy by generating 5 points and killed 9 guys. I almost got charged by these Harpies. My archers fled, and I shot them, but they held on. And my shooting, a cannon, and all of my shots, plus the crossbows, did exactly 1 wound to the Hydra, and my knights chased off the unit of Harpies. So it will be his turn 2, and we'll see what... After his turn 2, he did 1 wound to the steam tank. His Hydra ran up and breathed on some of my crossbowmen. His lone Harpy tried to execute my level 2, but failed and was stabbed to death. He shot a bunch shooting at my knights who remain impervious. Only 1 of them died, and they continued to stay on the table and cause problems. So we will see what the Empire can rock up on. Okay, here at my turn 3, I killed the Hydras through some silly magic missiles. I shot his Spearman who panicked, who hit his Lone Ranger and his Sorcerer who both panicked. I wiped out his Blackguard. I shot his Cold Ones. It was completely unnecessary, and I feel bad about it. So we will see what happens in the next. All right, in his turn, he managed to plink the steam tank for 2 wounds. As guys moved around, he killed another knight with some shooting. His bolt thrower still failed. His wizard, his level 2 ran off the field. His Lone Ranger rallied, and his Spearman rallied. So we'll see what happens. All right, here at the top of 4, my steam tank finally took a wound by generating 2 steam points. But I pulled off equally silly things of killing all his Cold Ones, shooting half of his Dark Riders to death, and my knights killing his bolt thrower and then running off the table. Everything's looking pretty awesome, so we'll see. His turn 4 involved a miscast, which ate his last scroll. He shot a few shots at the steam tank to no avail. That was all of the break between round 2 and 3. I won that last game pretty obviously, if you didn't notice. Abe over here, how are you doing so far?
I've gone 2-0, full 40 points.
Hey Brandon, how you doing so far today?
There's Revenant, Jordan Braun here, filming each other. Big Bowman walking by. Jordan, how you doing so far?
2-0, 40 points, 2 kings!
All right. Well, we'll see how we do. Jesse, he also plays their store.
Never convicted.
40.
He's also got 40. So Austin right now is wrecking it up. And this is J Wolf over here. How are you doing, J Wolf?
24.
24 out of possible 40. He's coming back. Don't worry about it.
42 if you're looking.
And Will over here, if you remember him from the Demons. How you doing, Will?
Good. No maximum douchebaggery so far today.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in round 3.